Okay, my compatriots, fellow Southern Cameroonians, good morning. Today, na the 1st of July, 2017. As you know, over the past week, we don't talk about the Second French Revolution. This revolution, na a revolution where na a campaign would carry them out against French hegemony in Africa, but especially the role where France they play within the territory, Southern Cameroons, Ambazonia. Now, today, na the official start of that campaign, we'll get exactly 14 days to the 14th of July. As many of you know, on the 14th of July, 1789, women them for France, they will wake up, say they don't get enough of this nonsense with the French elite. They will chop everything, then they leave the people they made it suffer. They storm the Bastille, and na that one occasion, it will be catalytic towards the change of the French society as it is today. For many years, even for centuries, France won't be at the forefront of equality, fraternity, and liberty. But yet, its policies within Africa don't be the most shameful of all. We, for Southern Cameroons, Ambazonia, we don't bear the brunt of these French policies. So since 1961, we don't go through all kinds of tribulations because of French policy in our country. Now, this campaign will not be a campaign will be limited to Southern Cameroonians. And a campaign will want them to make sure say every single person, any person where he come from a French-speaking country, he get the responsibility for joining we. Because the more will be, the more impact we will be able to create. Now, I know say some people don't talk say, no, not be good idea, make we not oppose France, we rather go negotiate with France because if we kick out La République, then France negotiate with we. I think it's a very naive argument for one simple reason. Person need to negotiate with you when you don't get nothing. The time where you the one for go tell person say I want Maggi, you must make sure so you get salt for your hand. Or say I want tomato, you must get coffee. But you know if you go say I want coffee, you don't get cocoa. So before we even go to the point where we negotiate, we must make sure so we get some leverage. You can only negotiate from a position of strength. And nobody negotiates with you from a position of weakness. So France not going to negotiate with you. They not going to even talk for we as long as they know say we'll be a people we will not get access to on territory, will not get control over oil, with cocoa, with coffee, tea, everything with timber. Not different person they exploit them. Will not get one army. So why they get to talk with you? They'll talk with the person when they get the levels of control. So what way would they do now? Now so they carry out a campaign where they give you a certain control. Diplomatically, France be stronger. We know. Militarily, France be stronger, we know. What else? Politically, France be stronger, we know. But we know right now, the French economy there for sick bed. And what we want to do now to inflict serious injury on that economy. We know say the economy of the larger Central African region, where they use the franc CFA, it day on the sick bed. And in fact, in the next coming weeks or months, we know say they go devalue the franc CFA. We may say it will get a lot of impact on the economy, on the purchasing power of the people back home. And a better reason that for them for one to go out to the streets and demonstrate against French hegemony. Because every time we French economy, they suffer, the people they pay the price now we. So we not fight against France just we, because our numbers not be that many. But we feel influence the number of people that go fight against France. And now why that way we job and we influence everybody around we. Francophones, people from French-speaking Africa across, but people from the Caribbeans, with them too, they suffer from French hegemony. We need to make sure, say, we put the French under serious pressure. The good thing is, say, France get a new, young president, way if he listen, but he will only listen to it once he realizes we have something to put on the table when it comes to negotiation. Now, what will be the second French Revolution? Now, say we will start a global campaign against the consumption of French goods and services. This global campaign will make sure, say, we no go consume anything French. We no go use Air France. Anybody where they use Air France will see we no say a traitor to our cause. Nobody go buy new Renault or buy new Peugeot. If you get a Peugeot last year and last week, we will already buy them. That's fine. We will respect that. But if that motor spoil, you get to buy new motor. Make sure say no be French motor. You must make sure so you no buy French coffee or French tea or anything French. We must make sure so we inflict serious injury on French economy. So it will make the French they realize, okay, time don't reach for talk for these people. And when would they talk with them? Would they talk from across the table with mutual respect. Now what I would look for. We don't want to see the country don't they talk down on we because we don't get any leverage. So the French Revolution not be a once-off event, but a series of events, and a whole campaign will go carry them out over a period of time. Now, on the 14th of July, for most of you who are across the world in different countries, will get the responsibility for galvanize the population. Make sure say all the people them from different parts of the world, any country, will educate them, sensitize them, make them make a join we make we go out on this demonstration against French hegemony. We'll go to the various French embassies for the countries who are there. For South Africa, all we go converge, buses that go there, will make availability of buses all over, may they carry all man take and go for Pretoria. We'll go march, we'll go demonstrate in front of the French embassy. But we'll also send a very clear message to the South African government and the South African public. Say this, so France now our biggest enemy for this continent. And since South Africa and France one of the biggest markets, we want to make sure to start to weaken that market for South Africa very well. So by the end of this year, make France the big way, say the one negotiation. Then now we tell them when we want them to shut down for negotiate. Now so you do negotiate from a position of strength. For people who are there for Europe, mainland Europe would appeal to everybody, make them leave whatever they do. They take leave day off from their work. And just one day on Monday, make sure you travel on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Day for Paris. On the 17th of July, everybody, we are going to occupy Paris. We will take over the streets of Paris and will demonstrate to the French public, make the French public more, make them understand, saying, we know it not be their fault, but their politicians and their businesses and their multinationals and them cripple with. When you think about who brothers them and who sisters them, they get to trek through the Sahara Desert just to get across the desert to get into Europe. And the number of them where they die every day in that desert, it be unacceptable. When you think about the brothers and sisters them, where they try to swim across the Mediterranean for get into Europe, and the thousands and thousands of them where they die every day, it be unacceptable. And why? Because some people don't can take over our country. They control and chop as they like, come in anytime they like without visas. Now we supposed to pay hundreds of thousands them for get visas, for pay flight, for go for their country, for go do it. Go sweep streets, go sweep their toilets. That has to end. We need to be in a position where we run our own country, we be at the top level, and we be in charge of our own territory. And if we make mistakes, let those be our mistakes. So the Second French Revolution is not a one-off campaign to go out to the streets and do a demonstration, but a series of events where we will carry them out over months. Every last Friday of the month, we will make sure we will go out there, we demonstrate in front of the French embassy or any French business who thinks say France make money from, will demonstrate there for show them say they in control. Now any person waiting say would they go, why would they fight on behalf of Francophones? We are not fighting on behalf of Francophones. In fact, amongst all these Francophone countries, including with small territory where they don't colonize them, now we suffer past all them. So now we get the responsibility for pull them, make them come with we, join we for this revolution. Now remember, say in the 60s, when the Montgomery bus boycott it take place, the African Americans and they will be in the minority, but they will take advantage of the fact say they are small numbers, they bring them together, they stop for use white products, they stop for go for French stores, they stop for use white buses. That time when they realize the business of ferrying people to work back and forth every day, they work anymore, they call the black population, say okay, more shit on down top. And why that way today, black people for America, they fit walk into any store anywhere and have coffee on equal footing with everybody else. And the only way that we fit take over what is ours. If we want to say we want to go negotiate from a position of weakness, we are wasting our time. And anybody will be ever think say this campaign, the Southern Cameroons Ambazonia struggle, will be a struggle where it will be limited between we and Yaoundé, then we don't think well. Beyond Yaoundé, Yaoundé is just a pawn in a game of chess. We are not looking to get the pawn. In a game of chess, you get the pawn, it's just one pawn amongst many. What we are looking for is the king. And if you want to get the king, go to the root of the problem. And if you want to forget to bring down a tree, they bring down the tree by cutting a few leaves, then you think so you don't bring down the tree. No, you go to the root. So what we are doing is that while we are busy cutting down the leaves, we are also going to the root. We use a multi-pronged approach. The different approaches we will use them, now we will use them to make sure we win this struggle. But we're not going to use one approach only and hope to win. We will need to use many. So I appeal to everybody, we not join we in this struggle. We not believe, say everything what they do, and the more of we will join in, the more we will gain result. The more people they sit back to say, oh, that one no be will fight. Now the more we struggle will stay. We want them to gain independence by the 1st of October this year. If we want them, then we must inflict so much injury on France. Where France will call you within the next 2 months. Say, okay, let's negotiate. How do we negotiate around the use of your oil? Then we will tell them how much they will pay for 1 barrel of oil. So I look forward to everybody's participation at this campaign. Let everybody be there in other countries, in the US, in Africa. Make everybody wanna join we, wanna go for French embassy in Canada, wanna make sure so wanna occupy French embassy on the 14th of July. In Europe, make everybody put aside that one day, go to Paris, let us occupy Paris. Looking forward to seeing you there, and luta continua. Thank you.